and welcome to this year's 2024 University High School's Academic Achievers Celebration. I am Alonzo McAdoo, principal of University High School, and at this time I would like to take the opportunity to express my gratitude to all for attending and being a part of this valuable occasion to recognize the students who have achieved academic excellence. These students have demonstrated their commitment to education by maintaining an exceptional average of 96.5 in all their courses. Just saying that makes me think and helps me know that this is a remarkable accomplishment that all the students sitting here tonight have worked hard for and displayed strong determination and our three words that are core value at university of love, serve, and care. And as the principal of university, I must say we're extremely proud of your hard work and what you exemplify here at university. I have the privilege of introducing our next speaker, who is an exemplary and dedicated leader here in Waco ISD. This individual consistently exemplifies the true essence of being an educator in prioritizing the success and well-being of our students above all else. With over 14,000 students in Waco ISD and more than 2,000 employees, our fearless leader continues to champion academic achievement and success for every student. It is my honor to introduce our superintendent, Dr. Susan Kincannon.
Well, thank you, Mr. McAdoo, and good evening, everyone. Oh, it's a celebration. Let's try it again. Good evening, everyone. Yay, all right. I want to first of all just thank all of our parents, our family members, our teachers, board members, everyone here who is here this evening to celebrate University High School's highest ranked sophomore, junior, and senior students. Let me introduce some of our dignitaries first and some of our special guests this evening. We have Mr. Jose Vidania, Board Vice President. Also a dad of a high academic achiever. Congratulations to the Vidania family. We also have Trustee Jonathan Grant with us this evening. We have our Executive Director of Secondary Curriculum and Instruction, Mr. David Hamilton, who is taking photos. And we have our Director of Advanced Academics, Ms. Paula Miller. Thank you. And I'd like to say thank you to Ms. Miller for all of the work that she and the counseling team have done to pull this event together. Just so many beautiful details, and we appreciate you for your work. Thank you. Tonight we're here to recognize and honor our students for their tremendous accomplishments in the classroom, and I am so excited about getting to do that. But first, could I invite all of our parents to stand? We know that our students couldn't have done this without your love and support, and we want to thank you for helping them reach their potential. Thank you, parents. I know you're proud, and we are proud for you. Also want to acknowledge all of our teachers that our seniors are paying tribute to this evening, and you can find those tributes in your programs, and I loved walking in, seeing you reading those this evening. So teachers, if you were invited as a special guest of one of our seniors, would you please stand and allow us to acknowledge you? Thank you. I had the opportunity to read all of those tributes, and what a joy that was. It was clear that this group of teachers is highly regarded by the students here this evening, and we're thankful to them for their ongoing commitment to provide high quality instruction for the way in which they mentor and build relationships with students, and for inspiring our students to be the best that they can be in the classroom, on the field, or on the stage, and in life. And I think also just for being real, right, and being genuine with students, and that came through in all of the words that the students wrote about their teachers. So teachers, I am going to call your name, and I'm going to ask you to come forward this evening to the front, right down here at the bottom of the stage, and be recognized with a certificate. I think Ms. Miller will give that to you. And then Mr. Hamilton will take a very quick group photo, and then we'll move into the next portion of our program. Okay, so we have Stephanie Bailey, Clinton Barano, Mr. Jeffrey Cunningham, Mrs. Kelly Cunningham, Ms. Rachel Curry, they're coming, Spencer Daniel, Mr. Nicholas DeVoost, Zachary Etheridge, Mr. Fred Fondon, Mr. David Granada, Ms. Kristen Gozo, Ms. Denise Gunn, Ms. Elisa Harrell, Mr. Archie Hatton, Mr. Dustin Helen, Ms. Chelsea Hooten, Ms. Julie Ingham, Renee Jacinto, Reyes Lopez, Ms. Lucy Murphy, Michelle Peacock, Mr. Matt Richardson, Rhiannon Rourke, Mr. Justin Sanchez, Ms. Julie Sapah, and Mr. Rodney Smith. Awesome. Congratulations. Thank you all for being such great role models for our students. We'll take a quick picture. And I know we have some retired teachers in this group who made it back this evening to celebrate with our students. Thank you for that. Thank you. We're always excited to get to honor our teachers and so grateful for their work. But we're here to honor our students tonight as well, and that's really why we're here. We want to thank our sophomores, juniors, and seniors from University High School. These students are at the top of their class, and we are going to recognize them for their hard work in the classroom. And I want you to know that this group has GPAs not only at 96.5, but they go all the way up to 110.47. So it's a really remarkable group. By the way, that was last year, as I was looking back at my notes, the highest GPA at our Academic Achievers event was 106. So you guys busted that. So students, we are so proud of you, and to say that you are a success is an understatement. However, I want to continue to remind you that your success is not your GPA alone, right? In fact, your GPA doesn't even begin to tell the story of your success as a person and who you are. There is so much more to each one of you. Besides being strong academic achievers, you go above and beyond in the classroom by participating in programs such as fine arts, athletics, cheerleading, and ROTC, just to name a few. Many of you are actively involved in the leadership of your campus by serving as class officers. Some of you are earning an associate's degree while you're in high school, while others are participating in programs at Waco or completing a practicum in a program such as audiovisual production or business. Several of you have earned industry certifications in areas such as automotive technology or even as a certified nursing assistant. So I want to thank you for taking every possible opportunity to explore and grow at University High School. One of the things I love about public schools is the comprehensive program that we offer, and that you get to have the ability to make so many choices and really find out who you are as a person and what you like to do. And I'm grateful that we can provide that for you. You have many talents and interests, and I want you to know that nurturing those is so important to your continued development, just as important as that GPA. I recently read a quote that stated, "Achievements of today are the stepping stones for the future ones." I think you're just getting started to a great future, and I want to thank you for your hard work in the classroom and wish you well with all of your future endeavors. Congratulations.
And now for our favorite moment, to recognize the students. Seniors, if you'll go ahead and enter the stage, please. Amber Angeles, guest educator, Mrs. Denise Gunn. Amber is on track to graduate with an associate degree from McLennan Community College in 2 weeks. Daniel Angulo, guest educator, Mrs. Rachel Curry. Daniel, too, is on track to graduate with a degree from MCC in 2 weeks. Nicholas Ashby, guest educators, Mr. Gerarda. Nick will graduate from MCC in 2 weeks with a degree. Briseis Carizales, guest educator, Mrs. Julie Ingram. Ramiro Castillo, guest educator, Miss Elisa Harrell. Jasmine Davila Perez, guest educator, Mr. Reyes Lopez. Jasmine is on track to graduate from MCC in 2 weeks. Carolina Davila, guest educator, Mr. Justin Sanchez. Carolina is on track to graduate from MCC in 2 weeks. And we have Jaslyn Davis, guest educator, Mrs. Denise Gunn. Jaslyn will be graduating from MCC in 2 weeks also. Next we have Tanaya DeGreat, guest educator, Mrs. Peacock. Jacob Dunn, guest educator, Mrs. Kristen Gozo. Vanessa Enriquez, guest educator, Mrs. Stephanie Bailey. Vanessa's going to graduate from MCC in 2 weeks. Giselle Favela, guest educator, Mr. Clinton Barano. Giselle will be graduating from MCC too. Emmanuel Gallardo, guest educator, Mrs. Renee Jacinto. Emmanuel will not only be graduating from MCC in 2 weeks, but he also graduated with a perfect 4.0 in college. Ileana Garcia, guest educator, Mr. Justin Sanchez. Ileana will be graduating from MCC in 2 weeks. Zaraya Garcia, guest educator, Mrs. Kelly Cunningham. Valerie Garcia Perez, guest educator, Mr. Archie Hatton. Alani Gonzalez, guest educator, Mrs. Stephanie Bailey. Skylar Goodman, guest educator, Mr. Spencer Daniel. Skylar will be graduating from MCC in 2 weeks. Araceli Herrera, guest educator, Coach Fred Fondon. Araceli will be graduating from MCC in 2 weeks. Evita Jaramillo, guest educator, Mrs. Renee Jacinto. Evita will be graduating from MCC in a couple of weeks. Gavin Lewis, guest educator, Mr. Jeffrey Cunningham. Gavin will be graduating from MCC. Andres Huevanovia, guest educator, Mr. Zachary Etheridge. Yoreli Medina, guest educator, Mr. Jeffrey Cunningham. Antonio Miles, guest educator, Coach Rodney Smith. Emmanuel Olguin, guest educator, Mr. Nicholas DeVoost. Elena Ortiz, guest educator, Mrs. Ingram. Elena will be graduating from MCC in 2 weeks. Carolina Perez, guest educator, Mrs. Stephanie Bailey. Carolina will be graduating from MCC in a couple of weeks. Cecilia Rebollar, guest educator, Mrs. Lucy Murphy. Cecilia will be getting her associate degree in 2 weeks from MCC. Jessie Rodriguez, guest educator, Mrs. Rachel Curry. Jessie, too, will be graduating from MCC. Michelle Tinoco, guest educator, Mrs. Denise Gunn. Michelle will be graduating from MCC, too. Blanca Torres, guest educator, Chef Ruanen Ruark. Zaylin Touchstone, guest educator, Mr. Helen. Nicolás Vidaliar Vaquera, guest educator, Mr. Matt Richardson. Now may I have the juniors, please? Oh, sorry. I was getting ahead of myself. Mr. Abel Vasquez, guest educator, Mrs. Rachel Curry. Abel will be graduating from MCC in a couple of weeks. Tanaya Wicks, guest educator, Coach Chelsea Hooten. Tanaya will be graduating from MCC in a couple of weeks. Next up, we have Athalie Zuniga. Guest educator, Mrs. Renee Jacinto. Athalie will be graduating from MCC in a couple of weeks as well. Emmanuel Zuniga. Guest educator, Ms. Sapal. Okay, next we have our junior class. We'll start with Alejandra Bautista. Jonathan Bautista Aguilera. Mason Benitez. Osmar Cázares Guillen. Luke Courtney. Jesus de la Garza. Rosita Fernandez. Kevin Gutierrez. Keandre Hamilton. Jaraisa Jimenez Cruz. Nafanua Laufau. Alejandra Limones. Jaden Lopez. Christian Martinez. Diana Medrano. Tanya Montelongo. Emily Picasso. Brandon Picasso. Emily Porter. Stephanie Rodriguez Picasso. Evelyn Salas Andrade. Jasmine Tapia. Abigail Torres. Christian Velasquez. Thomas Vidania. Alexis Villagomez. Ashley Zuniga. And now for our newest members, our sophomore class, Hadara Acevedo. Avion Anderson. Alia Castilleja. Karen Chavez. David Chavez. Sarah Collins. Alai Cortez Cruz. Melissa Cortez. Cortland Davis. Natalie Flores. Miranda Gonzalez. Kamari Greenleaf. Gabriela Guerra Sanchez. Yoselin Juarez Conde. Eric Lopez. Giovanni Lorenzo Serrano. Kimberly Moreno. Jocelyn Moreno. Chloe Jean Pedrati. Jamie Reyes. Alexander Rios. Leilani Salas Ramos. Cassandra Saucedo. Mackenzie Truitt. Faith Velasco. Miley Villa. Alicio Zuniga. And let's all give our group a big round of applause, please. Okay, and now you're in for a great treat. Our University High School Teacher of the Year, Mr. Justin Sanchez. Justin is a graduate of Waco ISD schools, having attended Mountain View Elementary, Lake Air Middle School, and Waco High School. We still love you anyway. After graduation, he attended Baylor University while working for Waco ISD part-time as a camera operator. After 2 semesters, he transferred to MCC and then to Hill College to complete an associate's degree while working as a creative director, design coordinator for Hill College. After 2 years, he returned home to Waco to work as a newscast director and master control operator for the local CBS affiliate KWTX. 5 years later, he was contacted by a high school friend who was teaching at University High School about the open AV teaching position. After consulting with his former high school AV teacher, he applied and interviewed for the position and now has been teaching at University High School for 5 years. Ladies and gentlemen, our Teacher of the Year, Mr. Justin Sanchez.
It's upside down. All right, guys, give it up for Miss Jacinta one more time. This is just a little preview. Are you doing graduation? She's going to be doing this for graduation. First off, you guys look amazing tonight. You guys look awesome. I can tell like some of you seniors might just be kind of showing off for Saturday. You know, prom's coming up, so get more than one use out of that dress. But no, seriously, you guys look great, and that just kind of brings me to my first point. My freshman year in high school, I was on the football team. Hard to believe, right? Believe it or not, I was smaller than this. But I had a coach over at Waco High named Coach Johnny Tusa, and he had a saying, when you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you play good. And when you play good, you get paid good. And if you get paid good, you live good. Guys, do you feel good tonight? You should. All right, that confidence is going to take you guys everywhere. All right, so going back to that, you guys look awesome. But first, let me ask you guys this. Those of you that were recognized tonight, please stand up. Now, don't look at me. Turn around. Wave to your parents, your family, your friends. Your achievements, all right. I got it. Your achievements are not yours alone. You guys would not be here today without that kind of support. Not just from everybody in the stands, but for the folks here on the stage as well. Guys, I'm not alone in saying this. It's already been echoed before, but I am extremely proud of you. Even if I do not know who you are, you guys are here for a reason, and I am very proud of you. You have done something amazing. And that support that you get from your teachers, your family, your friends, they're here for you, and they always will be. So, be thankful and be proud of what you guys have achieved, all right? So that's that point. You know, they told me to make this speech 2 months ago, and I was like, yeah, I got it. No, I'm just like you guys. I'll procrastinate on an assignment. But my big point that I want to get across today is that hard work pays off. You guys have heard that a million times before in your life, right? Right? Parents, it's like this in the classroom, all right? We got to get them to go. So, hard work pays off. You'll hear it. You probably heard it when you were in elementary school, and it just goes from there. I heard it from my grandfather when I was a kid. Thanks to him, he instilled in me just this drive to get work done. I never not had a job since I was 15 years old. My first job, I worked at Jesse's Tortilla Factory. Who knows that? Yeah, that's family. Best tortillas in town. But I worked there for the summer, and then after the summer, I'm like, okay, we got to go into sophomore year of high school. After that, I worked at Bush's for a good minute. Left there, started working at Starplex. Worked at Starplex. You can only be there for so long before they say, we don't need you, because only people that go to the movies Monday through Friday are Baylor students and senior citizens. So they have a skeleton crew. They didn't need me. So I needed more money because that was just what I wanted to do. I wanted to work. I wanted to earn the money that I wanted to pay for the things that I want. Every car I've owned, I've had to pay for it myself. But that just goes to show, like, whenever I made a new purchase, like, the first person I showed was my grandfather. Pulling up to there, showing him the new car, he was just like, hard work pays off. And it really does. You put your head down, you do what needs to be done, and good things will come. Maybe not immediately. It might take a little bit of time for those seeds that you've planted to grow and show you the fruit of your labor. But it is worth it. This year, I was surprised when I was honored with Teacher of the Year. It's not something that I set out to do. It's just something that it was noticed. They noticed the work that you put in. And just like tonight, your work does not go unnoticed. So let me just say this. Thank you, guys. Continue to do what you need to do. It's not going to happen immediately. Sometimes it might, sometimes it won't. But you guys are on the right path. You guys are doing just amazing things. And for you seniors, you guys are going to do great. You know you have a support system who you're going to call if anything. You have your former mentors, you have your parents, you have your friends. Call them up. They are going to support you guys, and we are going to be here for you. Juniors and sophomores, this is only just the beginning, right? You guys have 2-3 more years left, but we're here for you. So are your teachers that you have now. So are Mr. McAdoo, Dr. Kincannon. You guys, y'all have the drive to do what it takes. And just know that someone's always watching. You might not notice it, but you are being noticed. So continue to do great things, and I'll see you when I see you.
Mr. Sanchez, on behalf of Advanced Academics, we'd like to provide you with this token of appreciation and thank you for being our guest speaker. Guys, I want to put some emphasis on what Mr. Sanchez expressed tonight about the idea and the thought in those words of hard work paying off. Many of you are sitting in these seats, and at University High right now we have over 1,800 students. What you've done tonight is remarkable and deserved a moment to where you're recognized and honored by everybody in this room. And as he pointed out, you're not alone on this journey. Seniors, even when you graduate, you already know the saying, once a Trojan, always. Our junior class, sophomores, y'all building that tradition. And we look to fill these seats up with more academic achievers next year, because this is something that's not only capable of every student that comes through these halls, but it's something that we achieve to, we strive to collectively, and we know that each and every one of you can do it. Just like when I was a former Trojan here, and Miss Harrell used to get on me in the hallway about being in those classrooms and how important it would impact my life. We want to say the same to you, and that we're most definitely proud of where you are. But most importantly, as we conclude, I just want to say this again, as the principal of UHS, as a former university student, I'm extremely excited of where this school is going, and I know it's only possible because of the fine character that these young people are displayed, which again, like Dr. Kincannon brought out, is more, you are more than your GPA. You are a future leader in our community, near and far. So we're proud of you, and if everyone could join me in saying it, once a Trojan, always. Thank you. That'll conclude our night. Thank you.